Hey guys, Beau here, and time to roll up and roll out. I'll work on that last part. We're talking about the next episode, Trust Exercises. Yes, I was able to watch this a week early. It was on YouTube for a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's still on there if you could find it. And I was able to watch it, and I'm able to give you guys an exclusive review about it. So let's talk about Trust Exercises. This is episode 3 of Transformers Robots in Disguise. So, this episode is basically, this is kind of more character development, except we are introduced to 2 new characters, which I'll get into a little bit. So let's talk about this episode. This episode is basically about Strong Arm and Sideswipe. They're trying to develop trust for each other, and they're trying to see if they can, work things out with each other, if they can trust each other on missions, like if they trust each other with their jobs or situations or anything like that. They want to make sure that they can trust each other. The Strong Arm is that character that she's the one that goes to the, let me start that over. She, follows the rule to the T, and Sideswipe is like that rogue character. He just wants to, go goof around and, explore. He's, that kind of guy. And, it's interesting. I mean, it's not the most interesting thing I've seen out of the cartoon. I still think pilot episode, the first episode, is still my favorite episode so far. And screw you, car. Sorry. Yeah, it's the most interesting I've ever seen out of the episodes. The first one, Trust Exercise, is a pretty decent episode. I mean, we are introduced to 2 characters, Bumblebee and Grimlock are going on a mission. They find another Decepticon, and they go onto the boat, and the boat's being attacked or something. All the civilians are being evacuated, and Bumblebee and Grimlock go in, and we are introduced to Hammerstrike. Hammerstrike is a Sharkticon of some sort, and he is also a Decepticon pirate from what he is telling us, and he is he just looks like someone from Pirates of the Caribbean from a Dead Man's Chest. I swear, he reminds me of that. Just look at the guy. He reminds me of one of the characters from Pirates of the Caribbean, from Davy Jones's crew. Just watch the movie Dead Man's Chest and tell me that Hammerstrike does not look like one of those characters. He reminds me of that. When I saw it, I was like, that's one of the characters. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Bumblebee and Grimlock are trying to take care of Hammerstrike. He's in the water. He transforms into a shark, and Grimlock's on top of him, telling him "Is that all you got, man?" And then he just flings him, and he sinks into the water, and he is down for the count, and sinking to the count. And then we go back into the base in the forest, where Strong Arm and Sideswipe are intercepting another Decepticon stasis pod, or some stasis cell. And Strong Arm finds it, because Sideswipe bailed on Strong Arm. And Strong Arm finds it, and what she finds is probably the most interesting Decepticon that I've ever seen on this show right now. It is Steeljaw. Steeljaw is the most interesting character because his character is very, very tricky. His character is... He is a Decepticon, but he acts like he's like, yo, dude, I'm an Autobot. This logo? No. This is just to confuse people. And that was so funny, because right after he said that, he almost killed Strong Arm, sliced her in the chest. What a nice thing to say to a fellow Autobot. This is nothing, you see. This is supposed to confuse people. Yeah! That's pretty much what he did, and, pretty interesting to see that. He takes Strong Arm prisoner, and he basically is trying to persuade her to, to let him go to their base and basically see his leader. And so funny, because Sideswipe finds Strong Arm, she knows that she's in trouble, and Russell's telling him, it's time to blend in, it's time to act like a criminal. And he basically puts the Decepticon logo on his chest, and he puts some weird things on him. I don't know what they are, tree parts? I have no idea. But eventually it doesn't all work out, so Sideswipe has to take down Steeljaw, and he is no match to Steeljaw. Steeljaw basically owns Sideswipe. Well, not mostly, but Sideswipe can almost deal with him until a Strong Arm basically super kicked him in the face. And then, you know, Steeljaw, a tree fell down, and they thought they got Steeljaw, but Steeljaw actually fled away, and that's the last time we've seen him in this episode. Then we head back to Bumblebee and Grimlock, where they handle Hammerstrike. They're in an oil plant, and Hammerstrike is looking for some, I think, oil, and they're trying to handle him, and there's an oil spill, and they're like slipping, and Hammerstrike is like, you know, he's a master of the water, and oil he can like deal with, so he basically is like doing like a full-on hockey sprint. He's like going towards them, and he's like punching Bumblebee, and Grimlock basically tells him like put him in the tuna can, and Bumblebee like jokes about like him about tuna or something, and then all of a sudden he just like transforms into a car. He starts pushing Hammerstrike, and they put him into one of the like a pipe or something. They basically capture him, and they return him back to base. Strong Arm and Sideswipe tell Bumblebee that you know, they couldn't capture this Decepticon. His name's Steeljaw, and Bumblebee says that this will be our #1 the fugitive Decepticon. He'll be on our #1 list, and that tells me that this is going to be our Decepticon leader. I already know I already knew a few months back that he was going to be Decepticon leader, but I didn't know what his rank was going to be. Like, I don't know if he was going to be like, he said Decepticon leader. Does he mean like a Decepticon leader or the Decepticon leader? That's what they never revealed. They said he was going to be a Decepticon leader, not the Decepticon leader. I think he's going to be the Decepticon leader. We haven't seen it yet, but that's my predictions. So, overall, this episode was a pretty decent episode. Steeljaw was just awesome in this episode. He's probably the most interesting character out of all the Transformers so far. Besides that Sideswipe, I really want to see his character more. Yeah, I really am excited for the next episode. I'm kind of lucky I saw this a week early, so don't you come asking me next Saturday to review this, because I already did review it. And wow, it was a pretty decent episode. So thank you guys. This has been my second episode on Beau TV. I hope you enjoyed this series so far. Please like this video, leave a comment, share this video, and most importantly, subscribe for the Beau.